And we traveled this last weekend, and we're going to talk about worst travel annoyances. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but the picture here is of me headed to Las Vegas at the Nashville airport, and I got pulled to the side by TSA because my crotch was red when they did the scan.
Look right to the left of the white T in
Yeah,
the
sorry about
title,
that.
and
I
you
had to
could
put the
see the
words
red.
somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Luckily,
Hold,
ChatGPT made this TSA guy like 5 feet tall, so that helped.
I love it. I love that you're towering over this guy.
I
Yeah.
agree.
In my
But
experience, TSA officers have short man syndrome anyway.
Bubber, we watched the Ocho while we were together, and we saw a slippery stair climbing,
Yep.
cornhole, and some other crazy ass.
I
things.
love the slippery stairs. Those kids are idiots.
Devin wants to know if you have balls of steel.
They
Terry.
did ask me if I had anything hidden there.
Do you have a prosthetic, Terry? Do you have a fake ball?
Exactly. You got the Wizinator you got there, sir. We're gonna have to have you. We're gonna...
Oh, fuck, we're horrible. Okay.
It's in my checked bag.
Fire crotch. You should get that checked out. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's gonna be so great.
Oh, we're revisiting that. Okay.
Yeah, it's good times.
So
All right.
TSA stopped me for a book. So I mean, I get
Yeah.
it, but it wasn't. Yeah, we don't know what's in your bag, sir. Can we open this? Like,
It
what
was
the fuck are you supposed
homosexual
to say?
smut,
No.
all right.
Can you say no? Yeah. He said, "Excuse me, back it up, Terry. Yeah, put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Back up, Terry." Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Well, let's
So
talk about
you
Can
better
we talk
never get
about-
hurt at an airport, so we don't have to rush you around in a wheelchair because you know it's gonna happen.
Can we talk about this list though?
Yeah.
Because this is TNA Top 10, our show, not to be confused with your show, El Karai. But and we love you, we mean it. Did anybody have a problem only picking 10? Like legitimate?
yeah.
Yes.
That was a very difficult
There's
thing.
some that I was really sad that some of these did not even almost made the cut list.
Same.
So there are, because I normally put 14 total in the graphic, and there's like, oh, that one's not even going to be shown. That sucks.
Yeah.
So Terry, what one off the top of your head wasn't shown?
I can't give that away.
Really?
Let's see. I don't
Let's just
remember.
get into it.
There were 2 or 3. We'll talk about it as we
I
go.
didn't see the pre-check, so I go in the regular line, wait, go to the front. They say you have pre-check, then made me wait in that. They should not do that to you. Like if you're already in the other line, just go through the regular line. That's dumb. See,
as somebody who has pre-check, I know I can go in either line, so that's bullshit. So there you go.
That's funny. Well,
That's
I
correct.
also picked for the pictures. I did a picture with Chat. I had arguments with ChatGPT over every picture I created here.
I mean,
but I picked
that
the
makes
person
sense,
that
right?
I thought might most fit this. So get ready for some fun.
Oh,
here.
I'm excited.
Cyrus even stepped in and talked to ChatGPT for me for a few minutes.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah,
Just
James,
missed
that is
the list.
unacceptable.
Standing up too early on the airplane, and you see me rolling my eyes here. Slow drivers. Here's Andrew honking at folks.
I was gonna
Road
say
construction. Andrew also grumpy face in his Supra. Now this Supra is a little bit lighter than the color of his actual Supra, so I apologize for that. And then bad cell service, and that's absolutely me because I have T-Mobile, so I'm the one that's going to have bad cell service.
3 of these 4 things absolutely annoy me. The standing up early, like if you stand up on an airplane and I am in front of you, you're going to wait for my big ass to decide that it's time to stand up and grab the bag that, by the way, I do not check. I always carry on.
We'll have that discussion several times here. Yeah. We got different philosophies there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
We do.
Slow drivers, absolutely. The left lane is for people that are in a hurry. And for those of you who don't know, Heather Mooney is my spirit animal, and she invented Lady First cigarettes because they're the ones that burn down really fast. Twice taking half the time for the gal on the go. I invented the quick burning paper as she takes a drag off of it. So, and road construction, North Carolina starting March 1st. Sucks.
Yeah. Yep.
Sucks. Terry got 3 out of 4. I never have bad cell service, though.
Yeah.
I do.
We did have.
You guys did
that stupid hotel draining our batteries on our phones, though.
We did.
Yes. So that
That
counts
was
to me.
horrible.
Same kind of thing.
That
All right,
was
let's do
horrible.
this.
Number
But the
10.
standing up early, Allison.
No, look, long flights. I take the most flights I think out of all of us. I always stand up when the plane lands just to stretch myself out. But I don't go anywhere. I don't go into the aisle. I'm just standing up at my seat. I try to aim my large rear out of people's faces so I'm not being impolite, But the people that drive me insane are the ones who grab their bag out of the top while the plane just stopped and are trying to barrel up the front. Do you have a connection? No? Wait your turn.
Yeah, so I do not ever put anything up there. I despise being a part of that process. So this is part of the reason I check a
Correct.
bag.
Same.
I put regular size bottles of liquids in my checked bags because I don't
Yep.
want to do this travel size bullshit. And I've got a backpack that I put under the seat because I don't want to be a part of this process. I want to get there, I want to grab my backpack, and I want to go. And all these people are making it take a lot longer for me.
Yeah, I agree
Okay,
with
there's
that.
a first rant for me. That my cell
Mhm.
phone gets no reception and the battery dies.
Devin wants to know, what do you do if you have to go number 2 on a plane?
It's been a long time since I've had that situation. I
I'm
put
an
on,
adult. I go to the bathroom. I'm an adult.
well, that's the thing. So I do, but the only time I've ever used an airplane bathroom, God, I forgot the word airplane for a minute, was when I was working in Hawaii some, and that's a 5-hour flight even from LA. So
Mhm.
it's going to hit you sometime. So, I had to then.
Because I am an adult, I do not use airplane bathrooms. Absolutely.
You also don't
refuse
take
to use
multiple
airplane
6-hour
bathrooms.
flights a year like I do.
Refuse to take airplane bathrooms, but Allison can testify, as can Amy, what happened when I made it to the Atlanta airport.
yes.
Driving, I said, I love you both, but I have to pee, and blew right back past them and went to the bathroom first and then came
Correct.
back. So that does happen. But no, I do not use the facilities on an airplane. It would have to be an emergency.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number 10, uncomfortable beds and pillows.
Okay.
And this
So-
hits me every time. I hate hotel pillows so much. They act like they're big and fluffy, but once you put any kind of weight on there, you're basically all the way down to the damn bed. It's ridiculous.
I can't stand anything down. Anything with feathers in it makes me sweat like a motherfucker. And I already sweat enough. Hotels that use down shit, just stop it. Stop it. It's miserable. Get normal foam pillows that have some, yes, I'm going to say this word, girth to them. Okay?
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know.
Must be an SEC fan. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, that's nasty, Heather. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
I'm
for you.
that one on the
Ugh.
screen.
Ooh. I hate down pillows. So I slept like a baby in the hotel because that's how I do things. Like, again, I'm the weird one in our group. I don't have problems with down pillows or the fluffiness of the pillows. I just grab all 4 of them. And that's what we do. But they certainly are not my neck supportive pillow that I got off of the
Right.
Amazon. So
No, agree. Yeah.
All right. Number 9, taking shoes off on the plane. And look at this look that Allison has given this guy.
That's 100% me.
Yeah. And
Yes.
this is right before she just lit into this guy.
because
Correct.
I'm an adult, I wear boat shoes with socks, and I do not take my shoes off on an airplane when I travel.
Because we're adults and not children, we don't take our shoes off. You
Yeah.
will live if you don't take your shoes off. My goodness, what are these people thinking?
It
This
is
is not your
amazing
house.
to me.
It's not. It's the same thing happens. I told you guys, the people who show up to the airplane in their pajamas. What is happening? Did we forget how to go out in civilization? Like, is
If
it
you've
that
been to
hard to
Walmart in
remember?
North Carolina lately,
Yeah.
that's called the status quo, ma'am.
Amy agrees this should be number 1. Oh, look.
So I
She's
spent a
up
lot
in
of
the
time
airplane.
last night. So I generated this picture through ChatGPT, and I told it to put the stink lines on there. It kept putting stink lines on every damn picture it created after that. And I'm like, I don't need stink lines in traffic jam.
Oh, it's so good.
Traffic jam. I hate traffic.
Rawr.
Number 8, long wait for check bags.
Yeah. So fun story about the about the trip to Charlotte, it's a small airport until you get off the plane. And then all of a sudden, it is not a small airport because they put your ass on the back 40 to go to baggage claim. And we're on a clock because a very good friend of ours wants to get a Great Muda autograph. And we're waiting on Terry.
And y'all are texting me, where are you? I'm like, I'm walking.
I'm trying.
And Terry was on the back 40, and then we're waiting on his luggage. And it looks like it might be coming, and it's waiting some more and waiting some more. And this, again, folks, is why if you do not check a bag, you never wait on your luggage. Ever.
It's a trade-off. I actually had an issue, not a real issue, but when I got back to Nashville, like, it took a little while to get my bag in Charlotte. Well,
yeah, it did. Yeah.
When I got to Nashville, you know how everybody groups up around the carousel?
Yeah.
And it says Charlotte on there still. And I'm checking the board every 10 minutes. And it's still, every 10 minutes. That tells you how long this took. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And there's just me and one other guy waiting on bags. And I'm like, where did everybody else go? And then they announce, oh, we got the Charlotte bags against the wall over here. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I did not miss that. I swear to God.
So I don't know. I don't know what that was, but finally got it. I was a little nervous because I was trying to get to my car because this is the first time I did this. There's this website called parksleepfly.com where you can get packages to stay at a hotel, leave your car at the hotel for several days. You tell it, do you want a hotel before or after your flight and all that? And I'll just go ahead and say it. When I parked my car in the parking lot, there was glass on the ground and a patched up window on the car next to me. So I should have just taken my car and driven to the airport at that point. But my car was fine. Finally got there, drove back home. Everything's fine. But may not do that ever again.
Luggage lines. Mm-hmm.
Number 7.
Did I mention I'm in a hurry?
I can't.
Speaking of in a hurry, long TSA lines is number 7, and we're all feeling this.
I can't wait to have to take him through a customs line. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, them bitches know better. They ain't even gonna stop me.
I'll tell you one thing ChatGPT has done. ChatGPT tries to give me like bald man hair instead of shaved head man hair. And I have to bitch at it. It's like, you son of a bitch, don't you do that to me.
I do not look like that.
I shave my head. My hair, it does not go above the sideburns.
Yeah.
Correct.
So TSA lines are stupid. When I was in Tampa, so I get the real ID. And I may have told you guys this before, but I get the real ID. And I'm in the Tampa line for TSA. That's just mall cops with a gun, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. Anywho, these TSA clowns grab we wait way too long, and he grabs my ID and he says, "Oh, this is new, isn't it?" Yeah, what about it? Oh, well, it doesn't look like you've had it very long. Hold on, let me verify something. What are you verifying? It's me. I promise.
I got the ID you wanted. What now?
The ID you wanted, so we can travel. So the government.
Okay, Mr. McLovin.
And so I even have the picture with the beard. The other picture didn't have a beard. I had short hair. It wasn't styled. All of this
15,
stuff. And I am 100% annoyed at this point because this is the Tampa, Florida airport. This isn't Atlanta. This isn't Dulles. This isn't Chicago. This isn't Denver. This isn't Fort Worth. This is the Tampa airport. And they take their jobs very seriously in TSA at the Tampa airport. We can help somebody here. Shout out Art G. We don't do that here, El Karai. We don't shout out TSA. I know he works for the Department of Homeland Security. You're a mall cop with a gun. Shout out. Anyway, TSA is about the most useless organization in the airport. And they've even recognized that nobody's tried to bomb a shoe for 20 years because now you don't have to take your shoes off anymore.
And that did make it a lot quicker, I will say.
It did.
But I always wear oak shoes with the tennis shoe bottoms because of that. because I'm not untying shoes. We're not
And
doing
I've
that.
always worn my Hey Dudes or something like that because of that. But now I can wear regular shoes that feel better walking through the airport since I don't have to take them off. And I'm
Yeah,
Nice.
happy about
that's
that.
true. Now, like I told you guys in Raleigh, we've got the bomb sniffing dogs on duty a lot of times. So if they're on duty, they don't make you take your shoes off
Yeah.
because apparently the dog's going to get your ass. Beautiful animals, but
Or just buck
I
up and
wouldn't.
get global entry. What?
I do
Global entry
have
requires an interview with the government. We don't do that here, man.
I do have a shoe story with TSA. Years ago, I was flying for work, and the night before, I grilled some steaks, and I don't know what happened, but I had charcoal, like a pile of charcoal dust on the on the porch, and I just like swept it off with my foot. Well, I happened to be wearing those same shoes going through TSA the next day, and they randomly picked me to take my shoes off and put them in some machine. And the whole time I'm thinking, I've got charcoal dust on my shoes.
That's correct, Amy. I got me a little rash action.
Did they did the dog go nuts?
No, it was fine.
Okay, good.
It was fine. Yeah. But I was nervous. I'm like, is this going to pick up on charcoal dust? It didn't.
Yeah, I don't. Who knows? It could. Number 6, Terry.
Number 6, traffic jams. And look what I'm driving.
A Nissan.
A blue Nissan Kicks.
A Nissan.
Oh, that will always be fantastic. Even
So-
Amy just
Well, the thing
Um,
is, Amy, it's sidebar. Is the poison is gone now? I believe. I think I identified it, and it has been destroyed. So I have this Roundup that is about 40% concentrate. It says 2 tablespoons to a gallon, but I'm an overachiever with my yard, so there was probably a quarter of a cup or so in this thing, and I went ahead and I cut all of the poison ivy down, or the poison sumac, or the poison oak, whatever poison it was, and then I sprayed it, all of it, with this high concentrate Roundup. We will not be having any issues with the poison anymore, because I won the war. But I do have battle scars. That is true.
oh,
But,
Andrew.
I won the war. So anyway, no, I don't Google anything on doctors, and I just don't want to know any more than I want to ride in a blue Nissan Kicks. If
Yeah,
you
no.
take your friends around in a Nissan Kicks, not only will you be roasted, but in this county, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Nissan
Oh.
Kicks.
Okay. Number
Can I
5,
get us a $70,000 vehicle to ride around in?
dirty
Oh,
this
hotel
one
room.
this is literally the worst.
Yeah.
I have absolutely changed rooms because of filth.
You all remember the one in Chicago with the flooding issue?
Oh,
My
you were down in the
goodness.
basement? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
the
it smelled
showers would,
mildew. Remember that?
yeah, it was terrible. Awful. We ran into that dickhead John Alba in the hallway going to the room, and he looked down at us, and I don't have any.
If
He doesn't
anybody-
watch the show.
No,
But
but I was
John
gonna say, if
Alba is-
anybody ever wonders who we don't
he's
like on this
conceited
show, it's very easy to tell.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a conceited fuck. I do not like him. He thought he was better than my 2 best friends, and fuck him for that. He also seems to like the Mets. That's gross. And he's a walking mental health ad but he has to only talk about himself, which is disgusting. So get the fuck away from me. And that's my take on John Alba. It's about the same as dirty hotel rooms. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
All
Don't
right.
do it.
So
Number 4, rude people. And this is a random person because I wasn't going to put one of us being rude.
we don't
I know,
do that.
I know the title page is me yelling at a TSA
Yeah, but
guy,
we
which
are
I
not.
did not do. I just got pulled to the side and he did like a metal detector on my crotch or whatever. But rude people.
Yeah, we are what the opposite of that is when we go out to eat together.
Yeah.
We did have one waitress once though that was a little bit on the snarky side at Sabatino's. But once she
Okay.
realized we were foodies and we were really interested in being there for the food, she like totally switched around, I thought.
Oh, I remember this. This was,
Remember?
man, it's pretty warm in here. And she's like,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Oh no, that was Jimmy's. That was
That was
Jimmy's.
That
Jimmy's
was
famous
Jimmy.
seafood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah, that
was
was
not
the
a good
before.
waitress. No,
Yeah.
she was not. She
Bubba,
stayed in that
you
bad
don't have
waitress
time
bag.
for that.
Yeah.
Me telling you how we really feel. You don't have time for that today.
No.
We're almost at 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rude people thing, can't deal with it. Can't deal with it.
We're very thankful for people, especially, I mean, like I'm going to reiterate that Steak 48 experience.
Yes.
They asked us questions to try to help us have an experience we wanted to have that we would not even think of. And it was
Yeah,
absolutely
we don't do that around here. No Mets fans either. Straight to jail.
Number 3, flight delays.
Oh,
Oh
this
yeah.
was
Here's
me.
Allison.
This was definitely me.
Well, look though, here's the confusing part to me. Vegas is on time. So you're either going to Chicago, Denver,
Yeah.
LA, or Dallas.
Yeah, it's got to be because none of my flights to Vegas are ever delayed because they wouldn't dare try that shit with me. No, but this time was the worst because I was delayed an hour and I was already the latest one leaving. And then they changed
Yeah.
my gate from one end of one terminal to the another end of another terminal way on the other side of the airport. So at least I got my steps in
Yeah, it was
and I had
funny
plenty
because
of time.
after getting my bag and then getting to my car after what I said, I get to my car and I text you guys. I'm in my car headed to
Yeah.
Huntsville, and Amy around the same time said, "I just got home," and then Allison goes, "I'm about to board my plane."
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was not.
that was just the bad luck.
Yeah.
The flight delays are terrible. You know, I think you guys remember we went to Nashville and we had a flight delay because there was a broken armrest and it cut a guy when he went to sit down.
Oh,
45 minutes were delayed. Here's another one that gets me for a flight delay. We don't have a
God.
crew. What the fuck do you mean you don't have a crew here? Like, you knew the plane was leaving.
So
How do you not have somebody to fly the thing?
it was domino effect.
I will say the whole crew thing, they have very strict rules about how many hours they can fly in a row and things like
Yeah.
that and how long they have to break in between. And when you have to take into account the flight delays and travel delays and weather, that is the one the crew is not there. That's the only one to me, well, besides mechanical issues like real ones, that's the one I actually get.
Like real ones. I like
Yeah,
that.
to me I understand that one because I don't want a tired pilot. Thank you.
Well, I'll say this: when I talked about working in Hawaii, I came back the first time I ever went through O'Hare in Chicago. I was coming back from Hawaii from work, going to go from Chicago to Huntsville. We got on the plane, about to take off, and a tornado came through. So the pilot turned the plane so that the plane didn't tip over, and we're seeing stuff flying across the tarmac like those luggage things that's just rolling. The wind's
Holy
blowing it and
shit.
everything. They shut the whole place down for the rest of the day. I had to get a hotel, which I couldn't get, and I stayed at the airport that night. And then I finally got on the plane after like 20 gate changes the next day. We get up in the sky, and all of a sudden we hear a noise and a grinding sound, and we're like, "Oh shit, this is it. We're all gonna die." But it was the air conditioner, and they said, "We think it's the air conditioner, but just to be safe, we're going back to Chicago." So after spending the night in the airport, we're all just like, "Oh!" I tell you, American Airlines acted so quickly to give us as many points as possible to get us to gold level and to get they took people off another plane and got us on there, and then we got going. But man, that was flight delays, flight whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
When I was in Las Vegas with all of you beautiful people, and I flew Delta because my one credit card gave me the points to do it. I will never fly Delta again, regardless of the amount of points. We're having weight and balance issues, folks. So it's 115 degrees, and
All
you
right,
didn't
you
realize.
sit on that side, and you sit
Yeah,
over
you're
here.
gonna have weight and balance issues. Everybody on standby needs to get off the plane.
Oh,
Nobody gets off the plane. The
oh,
flight is delayed for an hour while we're hunting people down to throw their asses off the plane.
oh, just
And I'm
do it.
like, what is wrong? And then there was this lady there, tells the flight attendants, stewardesses, whatever we call them. I know it's not the 80s anymore. Tells the flight attendants, well, I have a connection to me. Flying into Atlanta, Georgia. And the flight attendant looks at her, and I was like, good for her, says, ma'am, we're flying into the busiest airport in the world. 90% of these people have a connection to make. And so not only were we delayed, and then she made us delayed more by arguing with the flight attendant, then she did the one thing you all love, stood up as the plane landed,
Oh my god.
grabbed her shit out of the overhead, and went and stood at the door. And they made her go sit back down, which delayed us getting off of
Oh,
the
That
plane.
that's
that
my
deserves a
hero.
clap, though. That's
Yes,
where I cheer. Yeah,
that's
And
my
so
yeah.
hero right there. That
and you
flight
all wonder
attendant
why
who made her sit down.
I'm in such a wonderful mood when I travel because I just want to get there without incident. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Well,
asking for.
let's go to number 2 because it's not that different, but a little bit worse. Flight cancellations.
Oh yeah, that
Flight
would be
delays
me.
are bad. Flight cancellations are worse. So here's Andrew, grumpy face, talking to this lady. He's been kind about it though, but
Could
you
you
know,
imagine if you had the nerve to cancel a flight that I was on?
So I had,
poor girl.
I've got a better one. I had an entire trip canceled. I was going to Mexico for Thanksgiving with my husband for our first Thanksgiving. Okay, so
I can say
20.
that's a while ago.
Yes, my practice husband or my practice marriage. We had our entire vacation canceled because there was a hurricane that went through where we were staying. And I called up the hotel and I'm like, hey, just wanted to make sure you guys were still standing. He goes, well, some of our buildings still have windows. I went, what? He goes, yeah, we think the electricity will come back this week. So we'll be all right.
Mm.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, so our whole vacation was canceled. And we ended up like going to Virginia. Massanutten. That's what I remember. Massanutten, Virginia. But
Definitely not Mexico.
definitely not Mexico. I was not happy about the cancellation, but I was also not staying somewhere that maybe did or did not have electricity.
And windows.
And windows, yes. They got
Mhm.
most of the glass cleaned up, they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
So number 3 was flight delays. Number 2 is
Okay.
flight cancellations. Number 1, based on the votes of our listeners, lost luggage. And Andrew's like, how could they lose your luggage if you've never give it to them?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see.
Air tags, guys, air tags. Got to use them.
I do not think I've ever had. No, that's not true. Once, only once. And it's when my flight was canceled and I had to get on another flight the next morning. I was flying back from Detroit to New York. It's the only time they've lost my luggage.
I do not believe, even before I discovered carry on only, the trick is that you get the maximum size of TSA approved carry on luggage, number one, and get one without wheels because the wheels actually take up space.
Yes.
So you get a true duffel bag. That's how I do it. But anyway, I'll teach you all more secrets later. I don't know that I've ever lost a bag. Ever. I
That's
think
good.
I had one arrive
Right.
late one time because I had to change flights or something, or was whatever delay.
Sure.
But I don't think they've ever actually lost my luggage. However, I know it's a very big problem because to Terry's point, they will resell you luggage that's not
Yes.
claimed.
And
An unclaimed
also,
luggage.
right here, an hour
Yeah.
to my east, is the unclaimed baggage store. They've got a whole section of suitcases if you're ever down here and you want a fairly decent suitcase for
They are not
discounted
cheap,
price.
so
They are not. This is not a cheap place. They're going to mark it down a little bit because it's used, but not much.
Yeah, always rock the carry-on. And here's the other thing. This is a pro tip from a cheap person that works in finance. Don't buy expensive luggage. Have you seen how these motherfuckers handle your stuff?
Right.
Like the cheap luggage will work. You're gonna make, I don't know, call it 10 to 20 trips with it
Well, if
successfully.
you're lucky, if you get cheap luggage, if you're lucky, you get
Those
10
zippers
donation
break
trips.
like nothing.
Yes, that's where you got to invest your money in. Make sure it's got a good zipper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But between the zipper and the plastic that keeps it, it's always the plastic on the inside that
Mhm.
forms the suitcase, that keeps the suitcase rectangular, square, whatever. That's what they always break with TSA
'Cause it's
every
slamming
single time.
around. Even when you're seeing it get on the conveyor belt, it hits
Yep.
hard when it gets down
Yep.
to the bottom.
Yeah. And so when I say don't buy expensive luggage, I'm not going to say buy cheap luggage. Let me qualify that. Buy budget friendly luggage. Don't go buy $1,000 suitcase that some asshat making $30 an hour is going to just not care for and destroy, because that doesn't make good sense.
Or have your best friend buy your luggage for you. What?
I did that one time. True story.
Let me
True
run it down.
story.
10, uncomfortable beds. Number 9, taking shoes off on the plane. Number 8, long wait for bags. Number 7, long TSA lines. Number 6, traffic jams in your blue Nissan Kicks. Number 5, dirty hotel rooms. Number 4, rude people. Number 3, flight delays. Number 2, flight cancellations. And number 1, lost luggage.
Okay, before you go off of this, I have an honorable mention. Y'all can have one as well. But my honorable mention goes to, and we didn't have it on any list, creepers on the subway. When you travel and you take the subway, if you're in a metropolitan area and it's
Yeah.
the easiest way to travel, I love taking the subways. I think they're great. I love public transportation. I don't love the creepers. The men who will stand with their crotch in your face if you're sitting down. Guys who will mistakenly trip and grab you. Yeah.
Like,
So
oh no, I'm falling.
yeah. Oh!
Not a
Yeah.
fan of that.
No.
If I get an honorable mention,
Yes.
my travel habits have been well documented on this show. 23 minutes from parking
Oh, good God.
terminal at
I knew this.
RDU. I do not get to the airport early, but that's not what really annoys me. What really grinds my gears at the airport is they steal your water bottle and then they charge you casino prices for food and beverages inside their airport. Because what
Mhm.
makes them worth more money? The fact they're at the airport. That's what. And that is straight up bullshit.
Mhm. Yes,
A
good point,
large
Amy.
seating area with one person. That's true too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't a choice.
No.
But yeah, that would be good. Let me look. Let's see. What did not make the top 10 or 14 that I think I would have thought of sooner? We did not have the discussion about getting to the airport early or late, which would have been a big discussion for us, obviously.
I'm
Um,
outvoted 3-1 for those of you playing along at home, and you can figure out which one I am.
oh, I hate bad hotel showers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
that's
picky about
horrible.
my shower.
Yes.
Water pressure better be good. That's all I'm
Mhm.
saying.
See, TSA pat downs was on here. That's where I really would have told my story. Um, clapping when the plane lands.
Clapping when the
Pe-
plane lands is hilarious to me, though. Like, it's not even annoying. I think it's funny.
And here's noisy hotel neighbors. At the
Nah,
hotel in Charlotte, there was a barking dog at night
No
close to my
way.
room. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's the dog that was at our dinner table.
Right. Oh,
Same
yeah, that's
people
right.
were right there close to us.
Yeah.
It was a service dog, but he was barking at night.
Yeah, that's not good.
I
well,
normally get to the airport early because I'm going to eat. Every step of the way, I eat. Everywhere.
It's
Driving there,
vacation.
I'm
You
eating on
should.
the way. I'm eating once I get to the airport. I'm eating on the plane if I can. I'm eating when I land. I'm
I
eating
refuse to
later that
pay
night.
airport prices for food. Come on now.
Well, that's
I don't
another one.
care.
It's like high prices for food and drinks. That was on there. And I actually made a picture for that because that was like 15 or 16 on the list. And I had Allison looking at it with her eyes like really big. So that would have been fun.
Yeah. fucking Raleigh Durham National or International Airport is not Steak 48. We are not paying those prices. That's what I'm saying. But no, it's seriously, this was so much fun.
This was a good
Like,
one.
because we love to travel together and we're foodies, you
Mhm.
know. Have we done a food poll lately? Did we do one lately?
I'll have to
No.
look back at it. We got to figure
School-
out because we
favorite
did
school-
music lately.